This is not the tone that I've set over the last 4 years in this building. It's not the environment I've worked so hard to achieve. We saw just a few months ago, and I've seen over the course of the last 4 years, Republicans and Democrats working together, not without argument. Government's never without argument, but ultimately coming to resolution on so many different issues in a bipartisan way and running a campaign that was in fact a bipartisan campaign. And so I am extraordinarily disappointed by this. But this is the exception. It is not the rule of what's happened over the last 4 years in this administration. I've considered it over the last 4 years to be my job to be the governor of every New Jerseyan, Republican, Democrat, independent, or unaffiliated. And I've worked with elected officials on both sides of the aisle, ones that I agree with and ones that I disagree with. The political overtones that were exhibited in those documents released yesterday and the conduct by those people is not acceptable. But people, I think, all across this state understand that human beings are not perfect and mistakes are made. And I believe what they expect of me as the chief executive of this state is when that information comes into my possession, that I consider it and then act as swiftly as possible to remediate whatever ill occurred. That's what I've done today. Actions have consequences. And I'm living up to that right now. And I'll say one last thing, just so we're really clear. I had no knowledge or involvement in this issue, in its planning or its execution, and I am stunned by the abject stupidity that was shown here, regardless of what the facts ultimately uncover. This was handled in a callous and indifferent way, and it is not the way this administration has conducted itself over the last 4 years, and not the way it will conduct itself over the next 4. I will do everything within my power to assure the people of New Jersey that, and I thank them for their willingness to consider my apology on behalf of this government. In the end, I have 65,000 people working for me every day, and I cannot know what each one of them is doing at every minute. But that doesn't matter. I'm ultimately responsible for what they do. And that's why I took this action.